right. Okay. Thank you, Professor Sanjoy Barua Chaudhary, for a good research and good presentation. Now I would like to invite the next delegates, Dr. Yasothara Siriphaprapagon from Chulalongkorn Rajvidyalaya University, Surin campus, Thailand, and
okay, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Thailand. My name is Dr. Yasothara Siriphaprapagon from Chulalongkorn Rajvidyalaya University. Together with Suriya, Klangrit, Gergwut Kantian, Titima Michang, we would like to take 10 minutes to talk about value and benefit of annual festival related to Prasats in border area between Thailand and Cambodia. Case of Phanom Dong Rak district, Surin province. Before we begin, I would like to say thank you for accepting our paper and allowing us to present today. Suriya, Klangrit will now present it. Please enjoy.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Yasothara. Okay, so let's start the presentation. Okay. Okay, values and benefits of annual festivals related to Prasats in border areas between Thailand and Cambodia. Case of Prasat Tamuan, Prasat Ta Khwai, Phanom Dong Rak district, Surin province. Okay. Okay, I will talk briefly about the introduction. Okay, so Surin is one of the provinces located in the south of Isan, where it shares the border with Udomechai, the kingdom of Cambodia. Okay, so Surin, our geographical area, also has a long history, more than 2,000 years, from Khmer Empire periods until now. The only archaeological evidence that shown the prosperity in the past is that Prasat. Okay, so the other words called ancient temple, sanctuary, or someone called stone temple. For in this paper, I will call Prasat. Okay, so there are Prasats which located on the mountain in the border area between Thai and Cambodia, which are Prasat Tamuan and Prasat Ta Khwai. Both of them are in Phanom Dong Rak mountain range. So the situation and problems are occurring in these areas makes people realize that the border is an area for criticizing about border unrest. Okay, so and also the conflict about their historical heritage or Prasat, like as the case of the conflict and criticizing on Prasat Tamuan, as you have seen in the news on television. Okay, so it is a red zone area with the conflict. So, and the problem also affecting to the people in the community for the area as well. So those are the reasons lead us the question about, is the culture still important? Does it make something change for better life in the society? So in terms of our values and for an individual and for the society. So that's why we need to understand about the benefits and values of the traditional festival. So in this area, because we believe that the result of the study can be a guideline for developing international festival for peacefulness and sharing mutual benefits between the nation. Okay. So the objective of the study, the first is the study of the Prasat in the border area between Thai and Cambodia. So the second, to study an annual festival that related to Prasat. Okay, the last one is to study the values and the benefit of annual festival for the community in the border areas between Thailand and Cambodia. Okay, so scope of the study. So the first one, scope of the content, number one is Prasat. Okay, number two is the annual festivals. So the third one is values and benefit of annual festival for the community. Okay, so the second one is the scope of the resources for the study. So the first one is about the secondary data. So we study from book, academic research paper, or academic paper. For the second one, it's a primary data. So we research, we study from our interview 16 key informant, because they are directors, officers from local administrative organization and local community leaders and 10 representatives from the business sectors. And for the last one, the scope of the area in this study is they are Prasat Ta Mueang, Prasat Ta Khwai, because they are located in Phanom Dong Rak district, Surin province. Okay. So let's talk about method. So that we use in here, I would like to focus about the data collection, okay, and analyze it, because there are two kinds of the resource that we use is the primary and secondary data. So for the first, it is secondary data we use a documentary study, okay, and then we analyze it with the content analysis or with the data triangulation about checking the quality of the data, okay. So for the primary data, from in the interview, the technique that we use for collecting data for the data collection is about the interview and observation, because with the interview guideline form in here, this is the primary data we use the technique for analyze about the descriptive analysis, and then we in terms of the checking the data, we use the resources triangulation, okay, for check the data of their analysis, okay. So let's talking about the result of the study. So Prasat in the border area between Thailand and Cambodia. So the first one in the context of the Prasat Ta Khwai, okay. So the location Prasat Ta Khwai is located at Ban Thai Niyom Pathana, okay, Phanom Dong Rak district, Surin province. So the background of the Prasat is that it was built in the late Angkor Wat periods, the beginning of the Bayon era, during the Suriya Varaman II to Chai Varaman VII. So the Prasat was built in the 11th centuries as a dedication to Lord Shiva, okay? So the purpose of the building came from the base beliefs in Hinduism for worshipping to Lord Shiva, okay? And the construction of the Prasat is on tops of the mountain or the highland to make it look like the Sineru, okay, mountain, so in the heaven, same as the place of the Lord Shiva, okay? So this is the context of the Prasat Ta Khwai, okay? So let's go to the Prasat, the context of Prasat Ta Mueang, okay? And Prasat Ta Mueang is located in Ban Nong Khana Samaki, Phanom Dong Rak district, Surin province, okay? So the background of the Prasat is that it was built in 1500 to 1600 Buddhist era. So the 12th to early 13th Buddhist century, okay, for Ta Mueang, and in the Suriya Varaman I. So according to the belief of Brahmanism too, and the purpose of the building from the base of the beliefs in Brahmanism or Hinduism, and it was built for the worship to Lord Shiva, and it was used for the ceremony as well, okay. So this is the context of the Prasat Ta Mueang, Okay, so I'm going to talk about an annual festival that related to Prasat Tamungan. Okay, for the first one, it is schedule. Okay, so the schedule, the annual festival will be held in every year, especially in April, for every month of the year. Okay, so the purpose of the annual festival, like the mainly for worshiping and pay respect to the Prasat or ancient temple or the sanctuary. So they will be worshiping activity like a traditional dancings and also Cambodian participate in the ritual and festival in every year. And there are so many people, okay, in the festival, okay, in this festival. And I'm going to talk about the activity and program in the festival is that because there are so many activities in the annual festival, okay, such as praying Buddha mantra by Buddhist monks, joining in praying in there, and like making merit and dedication for the year, and the auto product shops like they have some booth or auto product shop, you know, like selling goods and local product. Okay, and they have the activity of the boxing and football games for the activity as well. So this is for the Prasat Tamungan, okay, for the activity that held in annual festival at Tamungan. Okay, for the second one is about the annual festival that related to Prasat Taphai. Okay, the first one is for the schedule, and the schedule of the festival at Tamungan. So the annual festival will held in April every year, same as the Taphai, and there will be worshiping activity like a traditional dancing for offering in this Prasat. So the purpose of the annual festival is that and also for worshiping and pay respect to Prasat or to ancient temple, or yes, also to the god or to sanctuary as well. So, and have for some about the programs and activity in the festival. There are so many activity in this festival, such as the praying in the morning, and for the Buddha mantra by Buddhist monk as well, and joining and praying in the morning and dedication for the year. And also they have the shops, I mean the booth shop, okay, or and OTOP shops in the festival, like for selling goods and local product as well. And also the game show like the boxings and football game as well. And sometimes they have singing contest or the concert at night time as well. Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about the values and benefit of annual festival for the community in the border area between Thailand and Cambodia. So the benefits from here, I need to conclude that, you know, the benefit for an annual festival that related to Prasat can be divided into three aspects. Okay, as you see in here, you know, the benefit, like the first one, okay, the first one is about the cultural beliefs. The second one is economy. The third one is politics and administration or international relation. So let's see, the first one is about the cultural beliefs. It is a concern, you know. The first one is concerned about the personal spiritual beliefs, and it is one of the way to carry on the local tradition. So in terms of cultural preservation, this is the first benefit of the cultural beliefs. Okay, the second one is about economy, because there was an exchange of the local products and the market in the community. Okay, so the third one is about the politics, because it is an international relation, especially international communication. It can create a good relationship between Thailand and Cambodia, and causing the peace in the community and also material benefit. Okay. And, oh, sorry. The value is the last one here. The value can be divided into two aspects, you know. The first one is an individual. It is about the first value is about a spirituality, you know, and it can be create the peace. The festival can create the peace of mind based on religious belief from the ritual or from the ceremony by the ritual or the festival and non-festival. And also the second is social value, because it can, an annual festival can generate income, you know, in terms of economic, and build up a good relationship between Thailand and Cambodia. So in terms of international politics and communication, okay. So this is about the benefit and value of the annual festival, okay. So let's go to the last, topic for the presentation is about a suggestion, you know. For the first one is a suggestion for the application, because the finding can be used as a guideline for creating and developing the annual festival, especially about activities and even or program in another provinces or similar area along Thailand and Cambodia borders, okay. And for the second one is about the suggestion for the next research, you know. So this should be for from the finding from my idea. I think there should be research in the types of research and development or R&D in order to develop the model of international traditional festival for sustainable development between the kingdoms of Thailand and Cambodia. Okay, so this is about my presentation. So I have to say thank you so much. So if you have any question, you can ask me, or you can send me some email to, and also you can send to me and Dr. Yasothara. Okay, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much.